I actually became a sugar baby. It was kind of like sugar baby dominatrix. They were colliding in on each other. There were definitely my fair share of the real estate guys with the gold chains who just fucking balled out. I mean, I think about this dude who builds shopping centers and shopping malls, makes bazillions of dollars doing it, but very nervous and scared and pensive about who he lets into his field. Like, he even had a white noise machine so that it could deter people listening to him on the other side of his apartment because he was so scared that other people were listening to his conversations, like very paranoid. This one man, he didn't actually reach out to me first. It was his wife. And his wife was 20, 30 years younger than he was. She laid down the fucking boundaries. He can't have sex with you. He can't touch your pussy. You can't get naked, blah, 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 this and that. No. Well, I mean, that actually sounds perfect for me because I actually don't really want to have sex with them. I was like, okay, well, what is he gonna do? And she's like, he's got a thing for feet. So you can just give him your feet. Then she started telling me more stories and the text messages would get longer and longer and longer. And I was like, oh, this person is a little crazy. The wife, she wouldn't allow him to sleep with other women at all. But then he would be a voyeur, basically cuckolded with other men that had bigger dicks than he did. And she would make him watch the bigger dick and her have sex. It sounded very humiliating, honestly. But this is the most humiliating, actually. She was like, yeah. And then one day when he was out at work, I got rid of all of his underwear and I replaced it with women's panties. This is imprinted in my mind for the rest of my fucking life. He was wearing these pink polka dot frilly thong, actually, and his balls were hanging out. And I just looked at that and I was like, that looks so fucking uncomfortable, man. I just felt the energetic frequency that like he was getting played by this woman, 100%. Every time I saw him, we would sit on the bed after he would play with my feet and masturbate, and it was very interesting. And I would start to probe him a little bit about his relationship with his wife. His wife actually didn't allow him to see his own kids. His wife didn't allow him to see his grandkids, and they only lived a couple of streets away. And so there was just this like power dynamic. And we were talking about power. He was like, well, I have the power in my relationship because I have the money. And I looked at him and I go, but you're the one wearing women's panties and you didn't choose to do that. And I kid you not, I felt him drop. And he looked away and he goes, you're right. That was the last interaction, and then I went out of that hotel room and I was like, I think my days are done with this man. And then I stopped responding to the lady because I'm going, okay, you gotta do something about this now, man. You're losing on your kids and your grandkids because of some woman's vindictive fucking narcissistic shit. She's been through some trauma for sure and hasn't sat with it. I mean, step up.